Alright, I think we got this. Just one more left. Come here. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, tell my wife I always hated her. Hello everyone, I'm Insomniac, and this is Osiris New Dawn. So, we just fell to a swarm of claws, chomping maws, and death. It's pointing me back towards my dead body, so let's go pick up our gear. And I'm going to fast forward through this because it is quite a long distance that I have to travel. In this episode, I would like to figure out exactly how to get the walls and the roof on top of the habitat. And then maybe do some more mining and figure out exactly how to pick up the rubber and create the gun turrets. Okay. So, I guess I'm a clone. Let's pick up all of our gear. Alright, awesome, it's all here. Let's take that. Our little robot buddy, he survived. One more fast forward until we get back to base, because it took rather large amount of time. If you could tell me in the comments below whether or not you like the fast forward or whether or not you would like to just see the skip. I opted in for the fast forward just because I thought it would be a little bit better so you'd be able to actually see exactly where I was coming from and the distances. Another thing that I would like to get done this episode is I would like to figure out exactly how the poop collector works, so that we can start making progress towards the biodome, because a sustainable food source is going to be one of the essentials that we need to figure out. Alright, heading back to base. Still need to figure out the habitat walls and the ceiling. I'm gonna try one thing here. I think I might actually have to use one of the tools on it. We'll save right there, and let's head back out. Alright, so let's actually pull out the multi-tool and let's see how many of these structures we can actually rename. I think we're gonna rename the inflatable dome, you know, add a little bit more personalization to our base, especially since if we have multiple bases, we're going to name it the Pirate Cove. Alright, so let's fix up the depository and put some of our gear away, because being encumbered severely hinders my ability to fight and essentially just run away at this point, because I don't want to use up too much of my ammo anymore. I'm going to try to conserve what's left of it. The objective word there is try, because I'm a bit trigger happy when it comes to games. Okay, I wonder what that crab eye is going to be used for crafting. It seems like all the creatures drop actual craftables, and hide. Alright, I'm pretty sure I can use that hide to actually make one of the knives. I was searching through it earlier, and the dragon tooth should be some leather and steel, which if that hide can be turned into leather, then we should be able to actually have a rather decent melee weapon for the future. So let's go build that now. Alright. Where are you? Alright, here we go. Yes. Let's make that leather. And then there it is, Dragon Tooth. So the Dragon Tooth has 22 plus 2. And then how much does the rifle have? I believe the rifle only had 10 damage. Now, I think I have to actually go into item crafting on my person Stone knife, stone axe, stone pick. Okay, there we go, leather strips. So let's make our leather strips. Oh yeah, the dragon tooth is definitely better. That's 14 plus 4. The critical hit chance is much bigger on that though. Alright, we're gonna have to grab our steel from our depository, and we can make a dragon tooth. It's gonna be really helpful in the future. Wonder if it's a sword or like a knife. Maybe that's the difference between the shard blade and the dragon tooth. Alright. Hopefully they add a larger assortment of melee weapons in the future. That's something that I would really like to see fleshed out. Maybe some larger axes, some swords. Maybe something like a large bow staff. Just have it be a bunch of iron pipe. Or like a giant hammer. Alright. That is a pretty gnarly looking knife. Alright. So if I'm correct, I might need the multi-tool to actually build pieces for the habitat. Oh, thank God, finally. Okay, so now we can make some progress towards building these walls. So I'm going to skip forward here and cut down on some of the tediousness of actually picking up all the resources and building the walls. But I figured you'd actually still want to be able to see the habitat slowly come together. Also, I just wanted to say that now that we're moving farther away from projectile weapons, I did pick up the ability to craft ammunition for the guns, but I gotta figure out exactly what resources it takes for that. But melee weaponry is going to be one of those things that we're definitely going to have to travel down, especially with the number of creatures that we seem to be meeting. I don't know if the melee weapons are going to be very good against those large crabs, because they seem pretty agile, but everything else seemed to be relatively easy to hit with melee weapons. So, let's continue. Alright. So now we finally have our habitat. Alright, let's see what we can put in here. Let's go to the furniture. Alright, I think we're going to start off with the chemistry table, because it transforms gases and liquids into more complex items. So if I was looking for a way to create rubber, I think the chemistry table would be exactly what I would be looking for. And then we're going to try to build some bins. And then I guess, I don't know if I'm going to have to actually create another habitat to house all of this stuff. And then maybe some storage lockers inside of here. But for the most part, we can build everything else outside, I think. As long as we have adequate protection. And then it wasn't showing that I was replenishing oxygen in there because it's got an open door. It didn't actually show whether or not I could put a door on there. So I might actually have to build an airlock for that. So let's just pick up the sand, we'll turn it into glass, and then we'll be able to finish out our chemistry set. And then that should be enough for 10 glass, I believe. Maybe pick up a little bit more. So, how's the weather on your planet? Yeah, that should be enough for 10. And then we'll use our gigantic plutonium reactor to melt the sand into glass. Alright. One thing I'm actually very grateful is the fact that that space tape, the suit tape, that actually doesn't run out. If that ran out, I would be in a world of hurt very quickly. It would almost make the game unplayable just because of the fact of how bad I was at the start of it, and still am definitely new to this. I've only put a couple hours of gameplay outside of the actual videos itself and the footage that you guys don't see. But let's build this chemistry table. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, so I left the glass inside of the forge. I've been doing this recently. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do this. Where are you? There you are. Alright. Now, it's also very annoying trying to get into this habitat's door. Alright, so where are we going to set this chemistry table? Probably next to the door, maybe? Yeah, let's start right next to the door, and then we'll move our way counterclockwise. Alright, chemistry table is up. It's now time to make some meth. I mean, some rubber. Alright, so to make rubber we need carbon, hydrogen, and chlorine. So the yellow and green gas. Pretty sure I saw, I can't remember if it was yellow or green, over past the palm trees to the west of my base. Okay, and so that's how I can make water as well. So I just need to drink the water out of the containers, get the empty container, and then, you know, pump 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen into it. And then also plastics. So we should be well on our way to also making those computer chips. Alright, who's knocking on my door? Whoa, what the hell? Acidic skelepod? Alright, come back here. Come on. Okay, much bigger. What the hell? Run away. Run the fuck away. I am quickly losing oxygen. Holy shit. 1 hit, that's what he did to me. Come on. Yeah, I definitely need to build that airlock just because of the fact that it's so annoying to get back into there. Oh shit. Alright, hopefully the Wilson bot's gonna be able to take care of him. Maybe take some pot shots while I'm out here as long as he stays within reach. Come on, hold still. What the? Quit shooting at our fucking living quarters, asshole. Alright, come on. It would also help if he wasn't always in the way. Alright, finally he's dead. So let's see what this guy's got. Got skelepod meat. Alright, so for a bigger creature, nothing. I got basically nothing from him. And it looks like the poop collector is almost done collecting the poops. Alright, before that attack I was doing something. What was I doing? Alright, yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so I'm going to build some barrels so that we can hopefully harvest some of these gas deposits, some of these gas vents. And they're in here. Alright, there they are. Alright, so we definitely got enough for that. We need to make some steel. Okay, let's make some steel. Oh, what? Oh, son of a... I can't believe I did that. Alright, so I just made a barrel, and then I made it into steel, and lost 1 steel. Of course. Alright, so we're gonna have to make some steel. Again, I skipped past me digging through the depository and just doing some administrative things with it. Please comment and tell me whether or not, like I said before, whether or not you actually like me skipping through this sequence, or if you'd rather just see the full footage sped up like it is right here. While we're waiting, let me tell you a joke. So these two guys walk into a bar, and they go to the bartender and they say, "Alright, so now we finally have all the barrels that we could ever need." I think this will be way more than I should actually have made, just because of the fact that I can't actually carry that much back and forth anyways, and they're actually pretty heavy. Probably should put a couple back, maybe only take 3. That way, no matter how much the gas actually weighs inside of the barrels, we can get home without actually being over encumbered. But let's make this night trek towards the oxygen vent. Hopefully we can find those other 2. I believe there was, if I remember correctly, I believe there was one off to the right. Can't remember if it was green or yellow. We'll see here in a second. Alright. Alright, I definitely hear a creature behind me. Alright, get the hell away from me. Ugly ass motherfucker. Yes, the dragon tooth is amazing. Alright, so we got gnat teeth and tongue. Alright. So let's go towards this oxygen geyser. And if I remember correctly, the green was the chlorine. So now we know where to get the chlorine and the oxygen. We just need to find the hydrogen. Let's bring out this barrel. We'll just pull it straight to the vent. Looks like we got another battle going on behind us. Okay, another one of the crabs. Come back here. Alright, the melee weapons are really hard to connect with the crabs, but once they hit, look at me, I basically one-shot him. Let's pick up this other barrel, and we'll fill that other one up with oxygen as well. Actually, instead, we'll probably fill both of these up with chlorine. But that was actually a pretty tame night. Night number 1 was much more robust than this night was. We only got attacked a couple times. One acid scaleopod, a couple gnats, and that crab. Haven't been over here yet. Very pretty. Hopefully all those trees and the sap will actually become useful here soon. Alright, what's right over here? Alright, so it looks like we're approaching some sort of basin or crater. Let's get to higher ground so that we can see a little bit more. Oh, holy shit. So we're in the abandoned crater. Alright. So it doesn't look like there's too many monsters in here. There's a couple deposits over there. Alright. What the fuck? Where the hell did that come from? Holy fucking shit. What the hell? Run, you dumb son of a bitch. Oh, I hope he doesn't take all my gear. Alright, well, I think that's going to be a good place to stop. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, or even subscribe for future content. I hope to see you in the next video.